Assalamualaikum dear students, I am Ms. Madiha David, lecturer in biology at Government Degree College for Women, Kachako. Today's lecture you will learn about adaptations in plants. You know that plants live in different kind of habitats. Some are completely submerged in water and some plants live in dry conditions and some plants have more or less supply of water. So they become adapted to their environment in order to survive and live. Plants are distributed in different habitats. Now, what is habitat? The actual place where an organism lives is called its habitat. First is, what are hydrophytes? Hydro means water and phytes mean plants. Plants of aquatic habitats are called as hydrophytes. You can see images of hydrophytes like water lilies. Adaptations in hydrophytes. Adaptation to remove the flooding excess water from its cells in fresh water because they are submerged in water. Surface area of leaves in hydrophytes is very large to transpire water excessively because it has to lose extra water. Excessive or more stomata are on the upper surface of leaves facing the atmosphere to promote water loss. And examples are rice and bryophyllum plant. Adaptations in mesophytes. Now, what are mesophytes? The plants with medium water availability are called as mesophytes. They have moderate water availability and insufficient water supply, their stomata are kept open in order to promote loss of excess water, but in limited or restricted supply of water, their stomata close in order to prevent water loss. Its examples are rose, brassica, and mango. As you can see, images, mangoes and roses. Third are xerophytes, which live in dry conditions like cactus. What are xerophytes? The plants in severely dry terrestrial earth habitats are called xerophytes. They have adaptations for reduced rate of transpiration because they already live in limited supply of water. They possess small, thick leaves. Why? To limit water loss by reducing their surface area to proportional to the volume. They have thick, waxy, leathery cuticle layer to prevent water loss. It is also an adaptation in them. Images in xerophytes of xerophytes like cactus and euphorbia species. In xerophytes, stomata are present on the lower surface of leaves and they are located in depressions. Why they are on the lower surface? That is less exposure, so less water will be evaporated. Some xerophytes like cactus, during the driest season, they shed their leaves to limit transpiration completely. Their stems are photosynthetic organs during this period. There are also some juicy plants, that is, their stem contains some kind of juice or fluid. In rainy season, stems store water to be used in dry conditions. These stems are called as succulent stems, that is, they contain fluid or juice, and its examples are cactus and euphorbia.